Alright, everyone, Wonderbot here, and welcome to Hammerting, Early Access, which means it's probably going to be more of a preview, quick look. We'll see how it goes. Maybe this game has a lot more content. The Early Access has been a bit of a curse for me lately, but this game looks awesome, so I can't wait to dive into it. If I could describe it, it kind of reminds me of Oxygen Not Included, but it's probably aiming more for like a... Well, if they got fluid dynamics, it might actually be slightly more Factorio-y. Well, Mountain News. Somewhere in the Mara mountain range, on the cold and foreboding peak of Mount Krastharum, a colony of dwarves prepares to establish itself in a place otherwise long abandoned by their kind. Support the League of Methys in the Great War on the Overworld, and unravel the mysteries of a mountain varying with every playthrough. Let's just dive right in. I love dwarf colony management games. I love colony management games, but dwarf ones always are kind of more interesting somehow. I think because they go farther, with the exception of RimWorld. RimWorld is just top tier always. I don't see a loading bar. Okay, there we go. You control a colony of dwarves, aiming to establish themselves in the mountain, and to support their faction in the Great War raging on the Overworld. To do this, you must dig, mine, build, craft, and build and craft. Build a quarry and explore until you amass sufficient mountain lore to acquire the knowledge of metallurgy. Construct a small foundry. Continue to trade, explore, and acquire new knowledge to further progress. Okay, very Oxygen Not Included. Sort of. It looks like it's got some RTS mechanics, though, so this should be kind of interesting. Keep hydrated. Okay, so currency... Overworld, Arcane Lore, Logbook, Ledger, Broker, Action Menu, Pause, so it's got a real-time situation. Outliner has current events and important things. Sections are notifications, good and bad, your dwarves, missions and trade missions, cave missions, and craft and building. Okay, got it. New beginning. Thought in the first forth, vestibulum, the first moon in the 1836, the year of the 6th Eon. We've arrived at our new mountain home, Odus Sortbrand, Sortkal Igen Inberg, and Odin Rockborg stand ready to transform this hole in a rock to a keep worthy of any dwarf. May their beards be long and their pickaxes be forever sharp. Oh shoot, these guys are actually decently well armed. That said, oh, Otis is a woman. Okay. I'll give her a pass for not having one hell of a beard. Only one of these is sufficiently beardsley for my tastes. I don't know. I'm in the camp that I think all dwarves should have beards. Maybe even the ladies. I feel like beards should be optional for the ladies, but still encouraged. Question mark. So let's take a look at this. There's a lot to take in. So different characters have different abilities. Traits, skills, stats, profession, skill levels. Holy shit. Okay. Cool. Build infrastructure. Oh, I see. The exclamation marks go away as soon as we discover everything. So small quarry. Wait. Let's take a look at this. Small quarrying operation in the extraction of stone from the mountain is often useful when laying down the first structures or mountain home. So I can just jam this down wherever. I guess I'm gonna slap that there and we'll just see what happens. Waiting for 2 blocks of granite. Okay, room. So that's quarry. Brick wall door, scaffold stair, lantern post, and stone chest. Move to mine, place block. Alright, get him! Well, they're aggressive. So this is actually completely... For whatever reason, I had a mental image of, like, hand-illustrated dwarves in my head. I think there's another dwarf colony management game kind of in the same vein as this. I've totally forgotten about it. Okay. So let's see how the quarry works. Okay. Here we go. So, granite chunks requires stonemason. Craft inventory. I'm gonna craft a couple. I'm trying to see what my resources are. UI top bar. Let's see. Book of Tings. Boy, howdy. I feel like I should read all this stuff, but that would take a very long time. And so I might want to wait on that one. I'll probably check as we go along whenever we need anything. So I guess to expand your mountain home and truly develop it, you will need to recruit new dwarves. Just go to the entrance and click recruit dwarves. Okay. They probably cost money, resources, food, and so on and so forth. Developing adequate facilities for the vertical transportation of dwarves up and down through the mine and mountain home is critical to the successful advancement of the colony. Simplest way is just placing blocks. We can also do scaffold staircase. And then eventually we will get elevators, but that'll be later. Okay. Let's mine some of that stuff. Well, this guy works on blocks. Okay, discover God of Forge. Craft 10 granite chunks. Oh, looks like we can actually make even more. Okay, looks like we've got a bunch of dirt here. If I can get at it. And dirt has copper, maybe? I'm hoping we're actually retrieving this copper as we go by. Oh, they've also maybe leveled up. Let's take a look. Yeah, they have. So, I guess he's level 3. Fervor, hauling, mining, blacksmithing, healing, metallurgy, combat. Building, hauling... I feel like I'm gonna leave them unstatted for a bit, and eventually once we start specializing them, then I'll start putting stats in. Okay. We don't want to tear anything down. We want to do infrastructure. And I want to get a stone chest. But we might need some other things. Okay. Learn metallurgy. Some mountain lore. This is arcane lore. Okay. We've got 6 mountain lore. Just increase it by exploring the mountain. Cool. Move to here. Can I select all of my dwarves? No. Alright, let's just explore this immediate area. Okay, don't hop in the hole. Good. Yeah, so looks like the further we go, the more we actually explore. Let's grab that. Or the further we go in, the more research points we end up with. There we go. So I can cancel the order. So that should be enough. Let's go back to arcane lore for a second. And probably pick up subterranean farming. Because we're going to need foods. Okay, so we got 2 new rooms. Small foundry. Thing is, how do I want to do this? Let's actually waste a little bit of time exploring and digging out a giant section for everybody. Go faster. Oh wow, look at him go. Yeah, we're just gonna go super speed with active pause, maybe. Do we have to worry about them starving? It doesn't look like they starve normally. But I'm not entirely clear on the specifics on how starving even works. Okay, so infrastructure, we can do scaffold stair. Let's... do a couple of those. brick wall, door, lantern post. Oh, but I actually need a lantern. And some other things. Okay. So let's go regular speed, but pause. We want to build medium foundry. Now, can I build a regular scaffold? No. But I bet I can place some blocks down. Okay, let's maybe go fast forward. Omens of war. Omens speak of impending battle in the Great War, and our axes may yet tip the balance. Oh, there we go. Those are the blocks. Okay, so we gotta craft a town cap mushroom, craft water, God of Forge, craft some copper ingots. Okay. I should have a bunch of these just sitting around, probably. Oh, can we not mine these floors out? No, we can't. Because I might as well actually replace my floors with manual floors instead. Oh, but we're going to need a lot of blocks of granite for this. We should have enough stone just sitting around, so... Oh, that's granite chunks. So we need these. That's why nobody is expanding my setup. I was wondering about that. Okay. So we've done that. So we still got to make a smithy. Oh. Well. He just ruined those things in a hurry. So we do get attacked by random critters that will just pop in. Oh boy. Question. Infrastructure, stone chest. We should have enough now. We're just going to need... a lot of this mined out. These guys are broken. I think, unfortunately... Yeah, what happened to you guys? I think he's actually... I think they are actually busted. Let's reload. Let's hope this doesn't throw me back. But yeah, only one guy is working at this point. I don't know if that's a me thing or if a... I have no idea. This definitely reminds me of very early Oxygen Not Included, where there's a lot of promise and a lot of features, but... Oh, they can't leave the foundry since it has no ground. Oh, that makes perfect sense. So, me being a dingus trying to make like a nicer base screwed me over in the end. Okay. Well, plus side, delivering all that copper seems to have made them hyper-aggressive for a little while. Take a look at this. Okay, so now we can get the blocks of granite. Well, this is awkward. Happens. Okay, so who's this? This is Odin Rockborg. Okay, let's cancel the production. Okay. Hopefully he's going to prioritize this first so these guys can leave. There we go. Alright. We're in business. I now understand. Okay. Yeah, solid. These stairs just require granite chunks. So I'm just gonna put down a bunch of chairs. Eventually we'll probably build an elevator shaft on the other side. But I'm gonna go for a bit of a vertical base. At least in this immediate area. Okay. So in that case, go here. Craft a bunch more of both of these. I'm sure we have a need for just like a billion of them. Okay, so can I... No, so I'd have to dig those out. Well, you know what? Since there's not actually a whole lot of benefit to doing so, let's just not. And I'm gonna put a, Interesting. The stone chest is actually a bit of a background thing. In that case, I'm gonna put the stone chest directly below. That way they're easy to come back to. It's easy to reach. Assign content. Specifically, ingots. Yeah, that'll be a good way of handling this. Let's see, is there a way to... No. I have no idea if there's a way to cancel that. Right. I'm just gonna let that go. We might waste a little bit of space. Now that I understand, it's not so bad. Okay, and I'll plop another chest down there. Okay, next order of business. Clear this out. How do I... Oh, cancel orders. There we go. Okay. Is he jumping to mine? I think he is. That's hilarious. Yeah, we might as well harvest those... Oh, building low on fuel. Mine coal or acquire lumber? Okay. In that case, I'm gonna cancel these orders for a bit. We're just gonna put these blocks here. That way they can get to the mushrooms. Okay, so those are apparently impossible. Going to eat gauze. I think my guys got hungry. We also found a monster den. Oh boy, howdy. Otis, what the hell are you doing? I think we screwed up. I think they're very hungry. And now there's a giant rat army that they have pissed off in their hunger. And now they're perpetually mad. I think that's what's going on. Alright, well, let's take a look at arcane lore. I think we're in trouble. We need to get some trade lore. To the Overworld. Wait. The League of Methys has suffered an ignominious defeat in the Great War. Okay. So I am in the mountain home. I see. So we can trade for stuff. Oh, we can get food, lumber, and trade. Okay, maybe that'll help. I think the rats are just going to be stuck. I think those characters aren't going to be capable of doing anything. But getting the food should help. Okay, so I've got a bunch of... Oh, that's how we get energy. So I think the problem is there's a bandage over there. And to get at it... Yeah, dwarf low on health. So I've got to construct an infirmary, but I don't think I know how to do that yet. Let's see, how much mountain lore do I have? I've got a fair bit. But I'm gonna need trade lore. Oh, ready for delivery. Complete. There we go. Okay, so we've completed that. So let's go back out to the overworld and let's look around. Any of these other ones that we can do? Because that's me. These guys just want 2 beams and copper ingot. I like the idea that, yeah, we are just the suppliers here. Nothing more. Unfortunately, that looks to be the only trade that I can do currently. Oh, this is much faster than just randomly clicking on the map. Ooh. 3 copper ingots will get us some army supplies and coin. Which one is this? This is the Lonely Lighthouse. Mountain Home is me. Okay, I think most of these quests I cannot do. They're really focused on this going to eat the green cacti puff. Which is frustrating because I don't think I can stop them. Odin. Combat production. Doesn't look like it can do anything else. Okay. Yeah, so there's no force control over these guys. They're too hungry. Which is odd because their energy isn't a problem. Stupid rat den. So yeah, there's literally nothing I can do. Their AI is 100% fixated on that. And I am 100% in trouble no matter what. Well, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna put a cave farm over here. So we're gonna need granite slab and crushed granite. Well, we got plenty of food sitting around in this chest, yeah? Supposedly we do. Okay, so we've won a glorious battle. Yeah, energy will start depleting as well. Beer is your only hope. I honestly, I'm just gonna start new. We'll start fresh, because those two guys are just so busted. I can't tell them not to attack. No, I think they're too busted for me to actually get them back. So instead, we're just going to do this right this time, and hope they won't... I'm gonna bum rush the farm. That's the real answer. Because they want that mushroom, and they will stop at nothing to get it. This is part of the reason why I like being able to take manual control over my dudes in... my dudes in RimWorld, because it makes life a lot easier. It's like, hey, you, stop doing this stupid thing that you are currently doing. Because it helps no one. Nope. Gotta get that mushroom. And maybe there's some way to stop them that I don't know. But I think the better trick is just to leave it for a little while. So let's start with subterranean farming instead. Okay, so we got rooms, we got the cave farm. Oh, but we can't make the cave farm yet. So let's start with the small quarry. Actually, let's start with stairs first. Then we start with the quarry. You might actually be able to have them overlap. It actually looks like that is the case. Okay, there we go. Just craft 20 chunks. Alright. So that's very much a cannot explore in that general direction. I think actually we're pretty limited on where I can go. So in that case, seeing as staircases are cheap, let's just go down. Okay, cave farm. There we go. So we're gonna need 2 of these, 2 of these. Bunch of that. We're gonna need... I mean, we're gonna need tons of resources across the board. I'll grab what I can. How was the game so far? It's pretty good. It's... If you've ever played Oxygen Not Included, it's got all of the same reasons for being amazing and all of the same initial hiccups. And so once they smooth it out, it's going to be right up there. Like, super solid so far. AI seems to be the kind of general issue with a lot of these games. You know, your dupes, your dwarves, just doing dumb things for long periods of time that you don't understand why. Okay, so let's see if we got any quests. 3 copper, 10 stone. So that one's always the same. I think only if they've got a symbol next to them do they have a quest, yeah? Yeah, perfect. So, it looks like it can kind of help either, but we don't really want to help the League of Methys too much. Maybe. Okay. I'm just going to keep extending this down because it seems to be one of the only ways I'm even going to be able to access this dungeon. And honestly, having this set up isn't bad because it means I've got kind of a floating base that nothing can assault, save for my staircase. Now, can I get a second set of... Yes. We are going to need this smithy. Well, you know what? We should have... Oh, yeah, we got plenty of mountain lore at this point. So what's this one? Establishing trade relations with other mountain homes will allow us to construct new dwellings and recruit additional colonists. Oh, right. We just need to do that in general. Okay. So let's get small foundry. Small, they say. It's positively massive. I think we have to dig out this spot. Okay, so I'm gonna let them go left next. Quest is already done. Hey! Is Wander short enough to be a dwarf? In real life? No, not even close. I am a very average height. Like, literally, American national average height. Okay, looks like I still gotta keep digging in this general direction. So let's keep clearing this area out. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. 5'9", 5'10". Would have been nice to be 6 feet just for the sake of... It seems like that's what a lot of American men's things are kind of designed around. But I am honestly not complaining too much. You're 5'11", you wish you were 6 even. Yep, that's where I am. Oh, hey, bone ash. Water. Required resources fecundity. Do I have that? Oh. Restores fecundity. Oh, got it. So each of these requires... So let's do 10 of each. That's going to cost 500. We'll have to get bone from somewhere. Well, we'll figure it out. But this way we'll at least have some food. Okay. Next order of business. I'm just gonna clear out chest row. Give them something to work on. Oh, hey, while we're here. Craft a bunch of that. Yeah, the other thing I gotta remember with my height is that I have terrible posture, so I think I'm actually a fair bit shorter if I'm not standing up, or, well, standing up straight or sitting up straight. I have a tendency to slouch bad. Alright, we need to get trade relations. Let's see, how much mountain lore do I have? I got a decent amount. We could go blacksmithing, which would get us better tools. Cooking, which gets us better food. I feel like we need medicine. So let's check the overworld. What do we got? Fall docks needs 2 beams. Don't know if I can do that. We can definitely do this one. Beams just require ingots. I'll wait until this quest is over at the very least. I could think of proper storage, but I think we'll leave that for later. Okay. So actually, here's where a lot of my copper is. That's a bunch of copper too. Okay. Grab a bunch of that stuff. So that order is impossible. That's fine. We'll get there eventually. Bone will show up someday. Okay, so it looks like we're winning this time around. Previously, this faction was getting wrecked a little bit harder. Alright, let's take a look. Dwelling. Well, night and day carry no meaning to the depths of the mountain. Every dwarf nonetheless needs a place to rest, sleep, so on and so forth. Okay. Well, where do I make him sleep? I'll have him go up. That seems like my best immediate task. So next up, let's take a look at these characters. What are they specialized in? So this guy is a stonemason and a miner. So robustness. Oh no, awareness. It actually looks like it's kind of all-round-ish. Okay, so next one. Carl. It's me! So he is a miner, a cook, and a builder. And an arcanist. So there's mining, but no cooking. There's cooking, there's building, a little bit of exploration, no mining. It's got really high robustness. I'll make him a robust dwarf. Okay, miner, stonemason, blacksmith. The only problem is, like, many of these characters... It's too early to specialize them. So I'm gonna have her be an all-rounder. There we go. That should maybe make them better, or who knows? I have no idea. Okay, let's see. So we got the cave farm. Oh, the fecundity is back to normal. Okay, so we let that go. Make a bunch of that. Why are we back at normal speed? Oh, so I can do 1, 2, and 3 to control the speed. That's a nice system. I think I'm gonna need some more granite chunks. There we go. So I'm just going to let this go at regular speed. My people are doing okay. Though clearly we're going to need a lot more resources to get everywhere. Let's see. Rooms. Dwelling. So here's the question. Do we want to... Now, let's put the bedrooms right above. Ooh, requires a granite pillar and some lumber. We don't have any lumber. Alright, so let's do that. I'm gonna leave them over here. And we'll just make one dwelling after the next. Hopefully the dwellings actually give them the ability to heal very slowly. Okay. Anything else? Knowledge available. But we don't have any trade. To the Overworld. Who has a thing? You need hardtack and swords. We don't have that. You need copper. You'll give me gauze. We can do that. I think I can do all of those quests. I don't actually know if... Oh, these are the factions. And this is where we own stuff. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so there's that guy. We're gonna need some more copper here. We should have a ton of copper ore. Okay, so we can deliver that one at the very least. I wonder if there's time limits on a number of these. I'm sure there is. Might want to let them chill out for a little bit. Let them actually haul. Otherwise, I could get a new guy at some point. Do any of these increase their movement speed? Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna try... Oh, 2 points in deafness increases their movement speed. So actually, all rounding my dwarves just a smidge is not a terrible idea. Or I could just go all in on deafness and go hyper dwarf. Okay, hyper dwarf. That's some iron. We're not here for iron though. We're here for copper. Oh, there's a ton though. Unfortunately, hauling is gonna take some time, I guess. At least they're kind of doing it. Alright, well, at this point, it's a decent stopping point. Obviously, we had to kind of start over because my dwarves got super busted there. But we're gonna keep going for the next couple episodes, at least. I like this game. It really does remind me of early Oxygen Not Included in pretty much all aspects. The bad pathing, the weird structures, the really promising design. The one thing I like about this one specifically over ONI is that there seems to be a very clear end. Once your faction on the Overworld wins, ostensibly that's the end of the run and you can move on. Which, as much as I like ONI, it always ends up being kind of super long in a way that I guess sometimes can find a little exhausting. And so having a more focused, easily beatable ONI is actually really exciting for me. Now, I will admit, it is super buggy, so to be entirely honest, unless you wanted to get in on the ground floor and, you know, dive into this game immediately, it might actually be better to wait and, you know, just tide yourselves over with RimWorld or ONI and Falling Dwarves. I was not thinking when I designed this. Anyway, let's see. Tide yourselves over with ONI and RimWorld and wait until this game is in a little bit better of a state. That might not be a bad idea, but it's still pretty dang good. So if you're looking for a change of pace from both of those games, I honestly would say Hammerting's right up there. I really liked what I've seen so far, and I can't wait to get further in once they've added a lot more mechanics. One other small caveat is there are some graphics instabilities. I noticed this game, the longer I went, the more it slowed down. I don't think it's particularly well optimized, and my run ended with a fairly conclusive crash, but it was a good stopping point anyway. So do not go into this expecting that it is going to be a primo product that it's like, I can't believe this is early access. Like, that's a good example. Forager or Nova Drift. This is very early access, but I find games, at least in this genre, tend to have fairly promising ends, maybe? I don't know. One way or another, I just like this one, and I have to kind of say it's like, it's early access with that big asterisk next to it being like, yeah, but it's also pretty good. I'm rambling. So, I guess with this, if you guys like this episode in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe, because I got a couple more episodes in the pipeline where we get a lot further in, and I will be back to this eventually once they've added some more content. I know the next one they're adding is fluid dynamics, which would be kind of interesting. I'd love it if they had, like, item conveyors and other things. I know they have minecarts, so it might not actually be that far away. Who knows? But for now, at least, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.